Where's the cost? I guess I don't understand. If somebody's coming here trying to work a job, trying to live life, where's the cost to the government from that? Welfare?
Yep.
I don't see how undocumented immigrants who are not in the system, they're not on the books, coming in here hurts people who are legally coming here, because if they're undocumented, they're not being put into a queue. It's not like, oh, we're full now. I don't understand how
You just described exactly what it is.
There's
a limited capacity.
How are they being counted?
There's a limited capacity as to how many people we can have in a country, especially when you have people who, takes us to number 2, right, are a net burden on the American taxpayer. It costs a lot of money to have a legal immigration system, right? It costs a lot of money to be able to monitor, to be able to approve visas to get people to this country legally. And when you have $116 billion being drained from the American taxpayer, and potentially that could go to other services or other legitimate roles of government because of illegal immigration, it harms everybody.
That seems like a self-fulfilling prophecy there. You're talking about how there's a huge burden on taxpayers because of the immigration system and the visas and everything.
No, because of illegal immigrants. Only because of illegal immigrants.
Because of illegal immigrants.
Because of illegal immigrants exclusively, $116 billion a year. Yes.
And where is that figure coming from? What is are they? Where's the cost? I guess I don't understand. If somebody's coming here trying to work a job, trying to live life, where's the cost to the government from that? Welfare?
Yep. That's one of them, yeah. Welfare, not paying taxes, using the social services, the safety net, the welfare state that we have right now without paying into it, and of course things like using emergency rooms and they can't bill you because you don't have a social security number. So it's $116 billion. Let's assume I'm off by $20 billion. But you asked for 3 reasons. Are those 3 reasons reason enough to say, okay, maybe we have a problem with illegal immigration?
Well, not in my opinion.
Okay, all right.
Of course. I mean, in your opinion, sure. But
let me ask you this. Do you believe that the United States needs to have a border?
We're talking about like a wall or a fence or a gate or something, right? I mean, we're not talking about a literal
the ability
country border.
To prevent people from coming in unless we invite them in.
I do not think that there should be a border in that sense.
You don't?
I do not.
Okay, so you don't believe in countries?
Like I said, I believe in the line. If you were to draw a line between America and Mexico, that's fine. That's on a map. But I'm saying if there's nothing but just a field of grass there, I think that's fine.
So someone should just, because it's unprotected and there's no wall, someone should just be able to walk across it.
What's the idea of protecting a plot of land that is, I mean, okay, like...
Every country since the beginning of time has had borders and has had a monitoring system to make sure that people who are in the confines of their country are there legally.
Are you sure? I'm fairly sure there are some ones in Europe that have very open borders.
Well, we're talking about the European Union. Native Americans didn't really believe in the concept of personal property, but the United States isn't one of those nations. We are a nation with a system of laws, and we do have a system for legal immigration, and you are to abide by that current system.
Illegal immigrants, you're saying they don't contribute anything? Is that what you're saying? That they just come here and all they do is just they collect money from welfare?
I'm not saying all illegal immigrants, but illegal immigrants as a whole are a net burden on the American taxpayer, absolutely.
And do you think that there's something maybe we could do to help change that instead of instead of deporting them or securing the border?
No, I think that's the solution.
You think that's the solution?
I think we try that first and then see what else we got. Yeah.
And
plug the hole, just like if you had a sinking ship. Plug the hole, plug the gaps in the fence.
Unfortunately,
make sure that we have border security, and yeah, I think deport people who are here illegally. Yeah, that's what I believe.
Unfortunately, I think we're not going to find common ground because I'm coming from a place of compassion, and I'm talking about sort of coming from. And again, I was going to come back to saying like, if we have compassion for these people,
I do have compassion for these people.
But do you?
Yeah.
Do you really?
I don't think that being compassionate means giving somebody everything they want. And I have a lot of compassion for legal immigrants to this country. I even had someone who worked for me who was a legal immigrant whose visa ran out and he had to leave. And I have compassion because that guy was a hard worker. We've had several people who actually work for my company who have immigrated. We've had people from Germany, we've had people from Canada, we have someone from Colombia right now, and I have compassion for them. So I think for you to assume that you have the moral high ground on compassion just because you don't really have a fundamental worldview yet as to how to solve the problem, first of all, I think you're not affording me the same luxury I afforded you in that I assume you want to solve the problem and you care about people, you're just wrong in your solution. To say that you're coming from a place of compassion, assuming that I'm not, I don't think that's the best way to have a conversation, but I understand why you would think that.
Watch Louder with Crowder live, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.